It's November 6th, 2024. It's a Wednesday. This is a podcast called Daily Tips that may or may not help you, where I, Ned Donovan, and my co-host, Ariel Nissenblatt, give you a tip of the day in under 2 minutes to kick off your morning if you listen on podcast platforms or at some point throughout the day, which is useful for the algorithms if you're watching us on social media. Today's tip is Ariel's, hey, what's the tip for today?
Today's tip is for those of us that have podcasts, and you'll notice that we have a lot of tips for podcasters because we do this. A lot of our time is taken up by podcasting. And so, we've learned a thing or two over the years. And one of those things is that if you want better analytics for your podcast, you want to see who's listening, where, when, why, you can use PodTrac. That's PodTrac. And we'll link to that in the show notes. But the really cool thing that we want to point out is that if you use PodTrac, you get a free listener survey along with your account. And that is me plugging our listener survey. So if you go to dailytipspodcast.com, you can check out our listener survey and leave us some feedback. We'd love to know what you like about the show, what you hate about the show, everything in between, and so much more.
Yes, check out PodTrac. They have been giving me analytics on my various podcasts for years. And like Ariel said, at dailytipspodcast.com and also in our show notes is a link to our audience survey that is run by PodTrac. They're not a sponsor. They're just a cool free software for people like us to use. Check it out.